What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Nick, and in today's video we will be going over the Master Key System Part 7, the first half of Part 7. So as always, Master Key System by Charles F. Hannell. Go ahead and grab a copy of it in the link in the description box below. And like all the other previous videos, guys, we're going to go over exactly what we're going to learn in this particular reading in this half. So towards the end, we're going to be going over the answers. So what are we going to learn today? 1. What is visualization? 2. What is the result of this method of thought? 3. What is idealization? 4. Why are clearness and accuracy necessary? And 5. How are they obtained? So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get straight into it. So, introduction to Part 7. Through all the ages, man has believed in an invisible power through which and by which all things have been created and are continually being recreated. We may personalize this power and call it God, or may think of it as the essence or spirit which permeates all things, but in either case the effect is the same. So far as the individual is concerned, the objective, the physical, the visible is the personal, that which can be cognized by the senses. It consists of body, brain, and nerves. The subjective is the spiritual, the invisible, the impersonal. The personal is conscious because it is a personal entity. The impersonal, being the same in kind and quality as all other being, is not conscious of itself and has therefore been termed the subconscious. The personal or conscious has the power of will and choice, and can therefore exercise discrimination in the selection of methods whereby to bring about the solution of difficulties. The impersonal or spiritual, being a part or one with the source and origin of all power, can necessarily exercise no such choice, but on the contrary, it has infinite resources at its command. It can and does bring about results by methods concerning which the human or individual mind can have no possible conception. You will therefore see that this is your privilege to depend upon the human will with all its limitations and misconceptions, or you may utilize the potentialities of infinity by making use of the subconscious mind. Here, then, is a scientific explanation of the wonderful power which has been put within your control, if you but understand, appreciate, and recognize it. One method of consciously utilizing this omnipotent power is outlined in Part 7. All right, guys, so let's get right into Part 7. Part 7. Visualization is the process of making mental images, and the image is the mold or model which will serve as a pattern from which your future will emerge. Make the pattern clear and make it beautiful. Do not be afraid. Make it grand. Remember that no limitation can be placed upon you by anyone but yourself. You are not limited as to cost or material. Draw on the infinite for your supply. Construct it in your imagination. It will have to be there before it will ever appear anywhere else. Make the image clear and clean cut. Hold it firmly in the mind, and you will gradually and constantly bring the thing nearer to you. You can be what you will to be. This is another psychological fact which is well known, but unfortunately, reading about it will not bring about any result which you may have in mind. It will not even help you to form the mental image, much less bring it into manifestation. Work is necessary, labor, hard mental labor, the kind of effort which so few are willing to put forth. The first step is idealization. It is likewise the most important step because it is the plan on which you are going to build. It must be solid. It must be permanent. The architect, when he plans a 30-story building, has every line and detail pictured in advance. The engineer, when he spans a chasm, first ascertains the strength requirements of 1,000,000 separate parts. They see the end before a single step is taken. So you are to picture in your mind what you want. You are sowing the seed. But before sowing any seed, you want to know what the harvest is to be. This is idealization. If you are not sure, return to the chair daily until the picture becomes plain. It will gradually unfold. First, the general plan will be dim, but it will take shape. The outline will take form, then the details, and you will gradually develop the power by which you will be enabled to formulate plans which will eventually materialize in the objective world. You will come to know what the future holds for you. Then comes the process of visualization. You must see the picture more and more complete, see the detail, and as the details begin to unfold, the ways and means for bringing it into manifestation will develop. One thing will lead to another, thought will lead to action, action will develop methods, methods will develop friends, and friends will bring about circumstances, and finally, the third step, or materialization, will have been accomplished. We all recognize the universe must have been thought into shape before it ever could have become a material fact, and if we are willing to follow along the lines of the great architect of the universe, we shall find our thoughts taking form, just as the universe took concrete form. It is the same mind operating through the individual. There is no difference in kind or quality. The only difference is one of degree. The architect visualizes his building. He sees it as he wishes it to be. His thought becomes a plastic mold from which the building will eventually emerge. A high one or low one, a beautiful one or plain one. His vision takes form on paper, and eventually the necessary material is utilized and the building stands complete. The inventor visualizes his idea in exactly the same manner. For instance, Nikola Tesla. He, with the giant intellect, one of the greatest inventors of all the ages, the man who has brought forth the most amazing realities, always visualizes his inventions before attempting to work them out. He did not rush to embody them in form and then spend his time in correcting defects. Having first built up the idea in his imagination, he held it there as a mental picture, to be reconstructed and improved by his thought. In this way, he writes in The Electrical Experimenter, I am enabled to rapidly develop and perfect a conception without touching anything. When I have gone so far as to embody in the invention every possible improvement I can think of and see no fault anywhere, I put it into concrete. The product of my brain, invariably my device, works as I conceived it should. In 20 years, there has not been a single exception. If you can conscientiously follow these directions, you will develop faith, the kind of faith that is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. You will develop confidence, the kind of confidence that leads to endurance and courage. You will develop the power of concentration, which will enable you to exclude all thoughts except the ones which are associated with your purpose. The law is that thought will manifest in form, and only one who knows how to be the divine thinker of his own thoughts can ever take a master's place and speak with authority. All right, guys, so that was the first half of part 7. So let's go ahead and get into the answers to these questions. So, number 1, what is visualization? Visualization is the process of making mental pictures. Number 2, what is the result of this method of thought? This method of thought is by holding the image or picture in mind, we can gradually but surely bring the thing nearer to us. We can be what we will to be. 3, what is idealization? It is a process of visualizing or idealizing the plans which we eventually materialize in our objective world. 4, what are clearness and accuracy why are clearness and accuracy necessary? Because seeing creates feeling, and feeling creates being. First the mental, then the emotional, then the illimitable possibilities of achievement. And number 5, how are they obtained? Each repeated action renders the image more accurate than the former one. All right, guys, so those were the questions and answers, and that is the end of the video. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and smash that like button and tap that subscribe button. Help get this video out and help us with our current goal of 1,000 subscribers. And if you have any questions about anything we talked about in the Master Key and anything else on my channel, you can always email me directly at info@tycoontalk.xyz or leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to get back to you. And let me know any other topics you'd like me to cover or go more in depth about. You can leave a comment and let me know, and I'll go ahead and make a video on that. And all of my links to all my socials, online store, and everything in between are in the description box below. And if you like this video, go ahead and check out the other videos on my channel where I talk about how to make money with cryptocurrency, how to fix your credit, build your credit score, the financial markets, a whole bunch of cool information that you can't necessarily Google. So go ahead and check that out. They'll be perfectly organized in 3 different playlists. So go ahead and check that out, guys. And as always, I want to thank you guys once again, and I'm sending infinite abundance to you now and forever, my friends. I will see you again tomorrow. Peace.